The Earth, present day. Industrialized countries are trying to rein in their CO2 greenhouse gas emissions while maintaining economic growth and quality of life. In the industrialized world, nuclear, hydroelectric, and renewables like wind, solar, and biomass produce some electricity. The rest comes from fossil fuels that release CO2. Coal fueled the Industrial Revolution, and oil fueled the Transportation Revolution, and they still fuel our world today.
There is a huge dependence on energy in our country, both for our quality of life and our overall economic prosperity. And a large portion of that energy production is out of fossil fuels, which are carbon-based.
The United States, I think, is a good example of pretty much many developed countries relative to fossil fuel use. It's about a third, a third, and a third relative to coal, oil, and natural gas.
And the demand is growing as developing countries look for the benefits that energy brings. Coal is the single most important source of electricity in industrialized countries, and the use of coal is growing rapidly in the developing world.
While the United States has led the world in contributing to the CO2 over the last decades, the emerging nations, China and India especially, are rapidly approaching ours, and in fact China has just recently passed the United States in CO2 production, with a great deal of growth ahead of them as they try to reach the same quality of life and energy efficiency and utilization that we have for their overall prosperities.
The obvious challenge is China and India. Their priorities are to bring as many of their people out of poverty as quickly as they can. They both sit on large amounts of coal. They don't want to face restrictions on using that coal. The challenge globally is to allow China and India to develop in a way that doesn't endanger the climate.
The question is really, how will we keep the lights on and have all the other benefits of energy, like clean water, health care, and modern conveniences? We need to look to energy conservation, efficiency, alternative fuels, but realistically, that's not going to be enough. Fossil fuels are going to remain part of the energy mix, especially when it comes to electricity. It's reliable, it's abundant, it's affordable.
We don't think the nation is going to turn off 50% of its energy. If we believe that coal must remain a part of this nation's and this world's energy future, we've got to successfully find the way in which to capture the carbon.